Hi, I'm Nhon. I'm very glad to thank you your presentation. The topic I chose is about M&A in Vietnam. As you know, M&A is popular on the world with a thousand of transactions is happening. But in Vietnam, it's just beginning a few years so far. So I would like to discuss to expand our knowledge about M&A in Vietnam. For following my presentation I divide my topic into three main parts. Part 1, I will introduce you some definitions about M&A. What does M&A mean? What difference between merger and acquisition, and some interesting words. Part 2, you and I will come to M&A market in Vietnam. Because of the limitation of time, I just focus M&A market in Vietnam in 2010 and 2011. Among main transactions, about inbound, outbound transactions, and main features in each year. Part 3, I will introduce you the prospect of M&A in Vietnam. The reason why nowadays many companies find M&A as an important way for them to overcome crisis and expand their business field. Now let's start. Now come to part 1. I will introduce you some definition about match and acquisition. First, match and acquisition. What does it mean? It means it refers to the aspect of corporate strategy, corporate finance and management dealing with the buying, selling, dividing and combining of different companies and similar entities that can help an enterprise grow rapidly in each sector or location of origin or a new field or a new location without creating a subsidiary as a child entity or using a joint venture. The distinction between a merger and an acquisition has become increasingly blurred in various respects, although it has not completely disappeared in all situations. I will introduce you some knowledge about an acquisition. Acquisition is the purchase of one business or company by another company or other business entity. Consolidation occurs when two companies combine together to form a new enterprise altogether, and neither of the private companies survive independently. Acquisitions are divided into private and public acquisition, depending on whether the acquiring or matching company is or is not listed on public stock markets. An additional dimension consists of whether an acquisition is friendly or hostile. Whether a purchase is perceived as being a friendly one or a hostile depends on how the proposed acquisition is communicated to and by the target company board. In the case of a friendly transaction, the company cooperates in negotiations. In the case of a hostile deal, the board of the target is unwilling to be bought, or the target board has no prior knowledge of the offer. Hostile acquisition can often do ultimately become friendly, as acquirers secure endorsement of the transaction from the board of the acquiring company. And so, how you can diversify merger and acquisition. Although often used synonymously, the term merger and acquisition means slightly different things. When one company takes over another and clearly establishes itself as a new owner, the purchase is called an acquisition. From a legal point of view, the target company ceases to exist. The buyer swallows the business and the buyer's stock continues to be traded. In general, a merger happens when two firms agree to go forward as a single new company rather than remain separately out and operated. This kind of action is more precisely referred to as a merger of equals. The firms are often of about the same size. Both company stock are surrendered and new company stock is issued in its place. For example, in the 1999 merger of Glacier Wellcome and SmithKline Bingham, both firms ceased to exist when they merged, and a new company, Glacier SmithKline, was created. In practice, however, actual measure of equals don't happen very often. Usually one company will buy another and as part of the deal terms, simply allow the acquired firm to proclaim that the action is a measure of equals, even if it is a technical acquisition. Merger and acquisition often create brand problems, beginning with what to call the company after the transaction and going down into detail about what to do about overlapping and competing product brands. Decisions about what brand and equity to write up are not inconsequential. And given the ability of the right brand choice to drive preference and earn a price premium, the future success of a matter of acquisition depends on making wise brand choice. Brand decision makers essentially can choose from 4 different approaches to dealing with naming issues, each with specific pros and cons. Keep one name and discontinue the other. The strongest legacy brand with the best prospect for the future lives on. In the measure of Unique Airlines and Continental Airlines, the Unique brand will continue forward while Continental is retired. The second, keep one name and demote the other. The strongest name becomes the company name and the weakest one is demoted to a divisional brand or product brand. An example is Caterpillar Inc., keeping the Bacillus International name. The third, keep both names and use them together. Some companies try to please everyone and keep the value of both brands by using them together. This can create an unwieldy name, as in the case of PricewaterhouseCoopers, which has since changed its brand name to PwC. Fourth, discard our legacy name and adopt a totally new one. The classic example is a match of Bell Atlantic with GTE, which became Verizon Communications. Not every merger with a new name is successful. By consolidating into YRC Worldwide, the company lost the considerable value of both Yellow Freight and Railway Corp. For example, I will introduce you about some M&A activity in Vietnam in 2010 and 2011. In 2010, the rebound in deal values and values in 2010 reached almost $1.75 billion from 345 deals for the year, compared to $1.1 billion and 295 deals for 2009. Deal value were boosted by significant outbound deals involving retail corporations, such as Discount $300 million investment in Teletalk Bangladesh Limited and in telecommunication Hatisam. The picture of the overseas investment marks a departure from past trend. In past trend, our deals tend to be small in value term and generally involve Petro Vietnam investment, but now you can see that retail corporation has shown the outbound deals. Another notable trend was the significant increase in M&A activity from Asian companies, especially in Japan corporations, which dominated inbound M&A. The trend reflects Japanese corporations' attempt to accelerate their penetration of what they are seen as an important growth market in the region. It also reflects the fact that investment in Vietnam has become cheap due to the appreciation of the yen. The trend of 2010 also reflected the restructuring by a number of Vietnamese corporations as some vertical integration in order to guarantee raw material supply, while others attempt to refocus their group around core businesses. Private equity activity were more focused on the sales side than on the buy side in 2010. In first 9 months in 2011, total value of 63 transactions reached $2.67 billion, is more than 1.5 times compared with on 2010. On transaction counts are 73 transactions. The biggest transaction with value reached $609 million related to food manufacturer, with CPP, a company of China, acquired 71% share of CP Vietnam. The second transaction was the acquisition of Vinpel, the telecommunication corporation of Russia, decided to acquire 49% share of ZTE Mobile. ZTE Mobile is a corporation with Albila in Vietnam. In 2011, the inbound form which means foreign corporation invest into Vietnam, continue to gain the most share in M&A activities with more than 83%. Japan continues to be the country which has the biggest cash flow into Vietnam, although the biggest transaction came from China. Besides that, we found that consumer product and finance were two areas with the best value transactions, with the participation of many companies in two fields such as CPP, Liên Bank, Vietinbank, and Citigroup. I come to the last part in my presentation. Economic and financial crisis make many firms lack of investment capital and high interest rate. So nowadays there are many district assets. There's opportunity for strategic investors come to Vietnam, make it through M&A. Business environment in this moment is an advantage for M&A. First, economic prospect in Vietnam is good and will bring many benefits. So it is a condition for buyer and seller come together. The barrier of price control and negotiation also are easier. The second, the fall of stock market makes some company be assessed with lower value than real value. So they will accept the offer from foreign investor easier. It means M&A transaction will be appreciated. Third, competition. On most fields in Vietnam, price competition is the main trend. So quality factor is bad with operation of many small business. So M&A is considered the best way to improve competition ability for Vietnam company. And in fact that many company in Vietnam will larger and bigger than before. And the last, government and state department find M&A as a solution for the difficulty of the nowadays economy. It can lead the way for M&A becoming the most trend in the future. And as I know that in the future M&A will becoming the most important way for Vietnam company. And this is the end of my presentation. Hope you enjoy with it.